The Palmetto Bowl has had its moments over the years. Ranked matchups, massive upsets, even a fight or two. It's a rivalry game that has defined both of these programs for generations. Welcome, everyone, to Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. Clemson will boot it away to get this one started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Gamecocks offense will have the football first. Clemson just put a beat down on the Gamecocks the last time these two met.
Yeah, it wasn't even close. And Clemson's talent being far superior, dominated, cocky. They got to have an answer this time, Jesse. They were embarrassed a year ago.
South Carolina just has to start faster. You're not going to beat a team like Clemson with all of their athletes if you're sleepwalking out of the tunnel.
Snags it quickly on the left. Turning it on! Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Back to pass, it's Gardner. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. He spent his whole career in the backfield, now 40 career sacks.
That is absolutely insane. A guy that can get to the quarterback that much. You know where he's at, Palmer. He's on the end of the line of scrimmage most of the time. You're pointing to him. There's the guy we got to make sure that doesn't make the...
Lots of room to run. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. And how about taking a big chunk out of this defense on the opening drive?
And with the speed they have on the perimeter, Reese, no doubt, they want to come out here and test this secondary, test these DBs, and they know they've got the QB with the arm talent to get the ball there. That's a great start for this offense.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
They're going to run it. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to pass on second down. Under fire. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. Guys, for just a little bit, let's talk about South Carolina. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise, continuing to get louder and louder, having met expectations. And this is the business we live in. College sports, where you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before...
And he will take it in! Touchdown, Gamecocks!
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
And the point after is good. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the run from inside his own 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's on the loose. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space. Great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge. And that don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball. That outside linebacker showed you his speed right there.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. And those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
Looking for a man. It's Gardner. Finds his big tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. He's got him. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down. The Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Guys, let's chat just for a second about South Carolina. They had a win on the recruiting trail last week. 3-star linebacker giving a verbal commitment, and getting good talent like that is what a program at this level really needs to succeed.
Yeah, this is the next step for this program, right? Continue to get talent and high school talent that can come in that you know they can compete with your roster right now. Those are the guys that really help you take that next step.
And the Gamecocks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. 3rd down play from the gun. He's got it on the run. He gives them a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6.
Really nice job there with the quarterback. Reading coverage, he knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on 3rd down, setting up 1st and goal.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
To throw, it's Gardner. He's got it and still on his feet. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do, David.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. So Clemson's offense has the ball for the first time. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that, and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Using his legs, it's Pringle. Breaks into the open. Smashes ahead. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. We've reached the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. The play fake on first down to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Touchdown, Tigers. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
The game, originally held during the State Fair in Columbia as Big Thursday, was officially named the Palmetto Bowl in 2014. The trophy came a year later, replacing the old Hardee's Bowl trophy.
Very apropos. A silver palm tree for the Palmetto Bowl. That makes sense, David. This is the biggest sporting event in the state of South Carolina. I know this is a game that you and I have really enjoyed watching over the years.
I mean, so much fun, and the definition, Jesse, of hate all throughout the state. And bragging rights to whoever wins this football game and gets that trophy.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Backed up now. Here's second and long. To the air. It's Gardner. They'll run the screen. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, never complain.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on third and long from the 41. Just keeps slinging it. He lost it high and deep down the left side. Can't make the grab, and this offense, which has been brilliant this season on third down, doesn't convert this time. The Gamecocks will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Oh, he's got some space. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. The quarterback run game historically has been very good to Clemson.
Reason, I would argue that Clemson kind of put this on the map. I mean, back in the day with Woody Dantzler, he was such a good athlete, and they used tempo, and they changed the game up a little bit. Everybody saw it, and I think started to implement it more and more, and Clemson's definitely built their brand, especially offensively, on that spot being able to do that.
Back to pass, it's Underwood. Fires to the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 26.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
The Tigers getting set on 1st and 10. Quarterback may change this route. Looking downfield on 1st down. Finds the tight end.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on first down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
Breaks the tackle. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Tigers will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is.
Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Clemson. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
Defense has to do a better job with their assignment football, trying to slow this option play down. Someone has to account for the dive, the quarterback, and the pitch man. That time they were missing the pitch man outside, and that's why he scored.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Scanning the field, it's Gardner. Makes the grab down the middle. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. On target over the middle. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Pressure coming. Had to throw it before he wanted. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. This rivalry dates back to 1896. It's been a little bizarre with the chicken curse, and it's a bit unusual, too, because the state school, South Carolina, isn't the perennial football power.
No, but it's kind of had its ebbs and flows a little bit back and forth. Some great coaches on both sides, but the...
Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Looking for more room. The 20. Touchdown, Tiger. The defense putting points on the board. Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Paula, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, the inside give. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long.
I think the offensive coordinators are there going, thank goodness we don't play them every week. This defense has been suffocated. This offense got to find something moving forward that they can hang their hat on, some kind of identity. Today they were shut down, but listen, there's a game next week, right? Like, got to continue to find what it is that makes this team go, that makes them tick, that makes them get 1st downs and hopefully move the football.
We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Looking for a man. It's Gardner. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Running back searching for a hole. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. And the Tigers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Here's the handoff. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. He now has 85 yards on the ground, and he came into this game leading the nation in rushing. Moving closer to the red zone, it's at the 27 on 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Got his man. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. They make the stop, but man, this senior took one right in the mustache as he fired the completion. Gives it to the back on the draw. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Now the play fake. Throws to the wideout. He caught it. And he won't be able to get in as the defense gets him down at the 1. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's Pringle. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Clemson.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half. Running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Looking to pass, it's Gardner. Finds his tight end. Oh, did you like that stiff arm? Get a face full of that as he gets it up to the 34. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Gamecocks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Trying to escape and get it himself. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely. They'll immediately call timeout. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Looking downfield very late in the half. Finds a soft spot in the middle. And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, the Palm Tree Trophy on the line, and already Clemson and South Carolina have given us some stirring moments.
The Gamecocks will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Might be calling a hot route. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Just a short pass to the tight end. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Give to the running back. Powers through the defender. He's racked up 92 yards rushing. He continues to impress as he leads the nation in rushing.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. The option look. Quick toss. There he goes. And he caught that pitch in stride and was off to the races. A big gain and a first down for this offense.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
He'll try the left side. And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Fires to the big fella. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Fights off a defender. Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24. Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. The RPO fired through it to the left. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Dropping back, it's Underwood. He's got the tight end. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
He'll ride his man on the option. He'll pitch it. Touchdown, Tigers! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? The Tigers putting down a big paw print right now as they start to pull away from the Gamecocks.
Yeah, and I think you kind of get this here we go again feeling. Clemson had the upper hand in this series for a while now. Clemson always talked about, always loved. South Carolina's got to answer.
I feel like Clemson's been winning on the recruiting trail between these two teams in the last several years now, and I think that's really starting to show itself on the field today.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They'll send the tight end in motion. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
No, and that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
They'll move the wide receiver. right back up top on 2nd and 10. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Hauls it in. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. He'll throw it. Got his man on the right. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the 2nd half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offense is really
turning it on. Touchdown, Tigers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Looking to throw, it's Gardner. Out of the backfield, the running back snags him, but couldn't keep his feet in bounds. It's incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
Rides the back on the option, the give. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of 3rd and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You can throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off, and they pick it up.
And you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the 1st down.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Unleashes one. Finds a man in the middle. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the 2nd half moving forward.
Here's the pressure. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
And those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground, but you can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all that money.
Wants to go up top. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So we open the final period with a third down play. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires downfield. And wings it incomplete.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, they're after him. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Well, that play never had a chance. On fourth down, they're trying to catch the defense off guard, throwing for it, but no protection. Quarterback didn't have an opportunity to step up and get rid of that football. Give the defense credit, man. Tremendous aggression there on fourth.
The give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't Olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
And conversely, I can't tell you how much I hate it when receivers don't want to block. You got to do a better job on the perimeter. It's not going to be enough in this offense just to catch passes. You got to go execute your assignment. That corner should have been blocked, and they should have gotten a bigger gain on that outside run.
Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's third down from the 45. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Bringing the heat. That pass not Moses. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on fourth downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
And the Gamecocks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And they swarm him under.
And I know it's not a first down, but I still like the way they ran the football here. Just try to make the next third down manageable. Try to get it where it's not as predictable. I think the offense did a really good job being smart there, taking what the defense gave them.
They'll throw on 3rd and short. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Clemson! And they turn it into a defensive score. They extend this fourth quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Stanford has the lead right now, but there's no John Elway on this team, and that's why we have a tight one there on the farm. They're up by 4 over Notre Dame. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Looking downfield on first down. Finds his big tight end. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And these short yardage situations, it all comes down to the up front. Like, who can win the battle up front? Can you get a hat on the hat? And they do. This offensive line, they get on the D-line, they create just enough space, understand short yard situation, fall forward, and get a first down.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. On the run, it's Jackson. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Gives it on the option.
It's been that kind of day for this offense, right? It seems like anything they're dialing up just simply isn't working. But at this point, David, I don't know if it's even worth trying to run the ball.
Probably not. You're getting destroyed right now. Nothing has gone your way, and when you're down this much, I think the running game is used sporadically, not as a statement. Let's throw this football around and see what can happen.
And he makes a completion. They're set up and in business at the 20.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Run in the red zone. It's Jackson. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Guys, for just a little bit, let's talk about South Carolina. He's been under pressure all season, and they really haven't done much to turn down that heat. And it's just hard to imagine that this guy will be back leading this program next year.
Yeah, and you want to see him finish strong, and I think Coach needs to finish strong. All the negativity swirling around the program, obviously, you hear it. It's a part of it. The kids hear it, but finishing strong would kind of ease some of that for Palmer. It's the body of work. Everything he did this season is going to be taken into account, and it's going to be tough, I think, for him to keep his job.
It's a combination of wins and losses this year, but it's also about who's out there. There's some good big-time candidates, some good coaches that could come in. We know they've got the money to spend. It just seems like they're going to make a change.
And the missed connection on 3rd down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
And the Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The pull and throw off the RPO. At midfield, he's got room. He's loose down the left side. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
South Carolina, 17.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job, or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Makes the grab, it's Robinson. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Trying to get behind the defense. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. One more play to pad the stats. They'll try to get it through the air. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Number 6, hauls it in the end zone.
South Carolina did a lot of throwing before the game, but as it turns out, the chicken curse is alive